You kept pushing on, but then you went too. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Welcome to Wilkes County, North Carolina, and a special presentations of the Monsters of Speed NewGen Cup Series. Coach Pratt's up in the booth with you for this one. Little fun on a Friday night, as I dare say that many of the drivers are currently using the gross national product or gross county product of Wilkes County. If you know, you know. No points on the line tonight, as we're just going to beat and bang and bash and see who survives. Take a quick look at the point standings as we get to the All-Star break tonight. And of course, I forgot to, yep, I did. Try that again. Dylan McDonald, 144 points to the good over Greg Wood. Wood now has to contend with Jonathan Cogswell right on his tail, only 1 point separating those two. And you got a little bit of a gap back to Angel Santiago. He's got a little bit of breathing room over 5th place Wes Fuller. Wes, though, has his hands full of James Jones. So, still a lot of racing left in this season. Do you need to thank our good friends at Waldorf Toyota for all your new and used car needs and service needs? Look no further than Waldorf. Only about a minute left here in the hot lap session. Zach Woods currently sitting atop the pile. And while we were waiting to go live, there were a lot of guys just bombing through the infield, tearing up the grass and having a grand old time. And it looks like some guys are practicing their best Ross Chastain. Okay then. It's only about a minute left. You got what you got. Get good with it. Only about 10 seconds left here. Let's take a quick look at the weather conditions coming into tonight. 3-mile-an-hour wind, pretty negligible. 73-degree ambient air temperature. 87-degree track temperature. They want to make sure they get this one in as we are 10:10 in the morning. So we've gone back in time today. As there goes the hot lap session. Here comes the qualifying session. Is pretty short field here tonight. I'm only counting 13 haulers in the infield. Looks like Blake Howell going to be the first one to put one on track. David Motorspall there as well. We'll see what James Jones is running. There he is. Josh Anderson out on track as well. Zach Woods passes in the practice session out on track. Howell going to be the first one to lay a time. 18.70 provisional pole. Motorspall is going to slide into second. Jones now up to second. Anderson's on one. First lap for Anderson. Second quick. And Howell did not improve on that lap. First lap for Zach Woods. Fifth quick. Looking to pick it up on the second one. Caleb Collins also out on track. Anderson to the top of the pile. First lap for Collins. Going to put him sixth quick. Let's see what lap number 2 is going to give us. In the chromed out Whataburger car. Up to fourth. Not too shabby of a pickup. Still waiting for over half the field to qualify. And apparently you get 3 laps tonight. A little bit of a tail wag there. And yeah, Collins is starting to just slow right down. Dylan McDonald, your points leader. Track a little bit different than what we are used to, as I'm going to bring up the track map. Closest to a regular oval we're going to race on all season. First lap for McDonald puts him third quick. Let's see what Matt Metler's got on the... Really? I've got the munchies, and Matt Metler, I hate you so much right now. Way to make me hungry. Dylan McDonald, second lap, as does not improve on his second lap. See what the third one's going to... Well, he did improve time, didn't improve position. Final salvo. Same time. Greg Woods Jr. out on track right now in the Matco ride. Second quick. Nicely done, sir. That was a beautiful lap there. Greg Wood Jr. up to pole position. Only a couple thousand separating those two. Metler banged the wall on his first lap. See if we can get a clean one in here on lap number 2. Up to 8th. That truck or car is pushing like a dump truck here tonight, it looks like. And Metler going to slot into 8th quick. Still waiting on Greg Wood Sr., Angel Santiago, Jorge Recon, and Richard Gonzalez to all try to lay times. Checking out the weather conditions. Weather holding steady. So no complaints here. The only thing is that track temperature is going to continue to rise. And then this car is going to be very fun to attempt to maneuver around this joint. Still waiting on anybody to try to post a time here. I'm going to reach out now to our in-race reporter, driver of the Cheetos car, Matt Metler. Matt, you got a copy on me, bud?
Loud and clear.
I hate you so much right now because I have the munchies.
You know, I thought since you were up in the booth, I'd take a page out of the SNN playbook and I would run our favorite scheme when we're in the booth together.
No, good point. But, at least DoorDash me a bag of the damn things.
You know, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I actually have a bag of Extra Hot and I have the original right next to it.
I'm not a fan of the Extra Hot. No,
But I can definitely DoorDash for you on Sunday.
No. That's okay. But Matt, it looks like the car was starting to push there as the track temperature continues to rise.
Yeah, it was a snowplow out there. The front was just not in the racetrack. I don't know what happened between practice and qualifying. So I got the mad magician throwing the rule book at the car right now, trying to find some last-minute front-end grip here before we roll off.
I could tell you, but then, I'd have to charge you.
Cheetos?
No.
Dang it. Can't blame me for trying.
Just put a little more left front spring in.
Well, we would love to, but since this is a fixed setup, we're trying to figure out what we can do with the master cylinders and the bias.
I thought this was an open set league. I apologize.
No, I wish it was. Sunday night is, but not tonight.
Then down more rear brake in it.
Yeah, that's what we're doing as we speak right now. Like I said, it's like the Waffle House grease truck just went out there and coated the racetrack before we went qualifying.
Well, the track temperature is about 10 degrees hotter than when you guys practice. So,
how's the wind looking today?
Pretty negligible. I'm not going to say 0, but close to 0.
All right. Well, I know you're all about that breeze and teaching me what it can do to the race car.
It's because I'm a larger gentleman and I have to worry about my scent wafting through the air. Who really wants to smell stale chili dogs all day?
I know a couple people.
You are a sick individual.
I always try to break you, but I'm not successful, so I always got to try and up the ante.
There you go. Matt, best of luck to you as qualifying, getting ready to wrap on up here.
Appreciate it, Tony. We'll see what we got for these guys here tonight. Glad to be back here at historic North Wilkesboro. You have yourself a great call up there.
Thank you. You have a good run. Stay safe.
Thank you, sir.
Matt Metler, our in-race reporter. We're going to be checking in with him throughout the night. As if you're not on track right now, you are not getting a qualifying time, and nobody is out on track right now. So congratulations to Greg Wood Jr. for setting quick time here in qualifying. And we will get that information up to you as soon as it clicks on over. There we go. As 18.602, 2/10 quicker. Sorry, 2/1000 quicker than Josh Anderson. Doesn't get much closer than that, folks. That is row number 1. Blake Howell and Dylan McDonald, your points leader, going to roll it from row number 2. James Jones and Caleb Collins in row number 3. David Modespaw and Matt Metler, 2 of our SRN own, going to be rolling it from row number 4. Row 5 is going to see Zach Woods and Angel Santiago. Jorge Rincon and Richard Gonzalez in row number 6. And starting shotgun on the field, Greg Wood Sr. So 13 cars scheduled to roll it here tonight. 3 sets of tires to get him through all 100 laps here at historic North Wilkesboro. Looks like we've got just about everybody. Sharp looking cars here for tonight's event. Is just waiting on Angel Santiago now. Still waiting on Angel. Angel has missed the start. That's no bueno. Is everybody starting to roll it now? Behind the Ford Mustang GT 500 pace car, the official pace car of iRacing. Couple of things to be noted of this track. It is very easy to rip the left front suspension off the car, simply because there's a curb at pit entry, right down where that dirt is. If you try to cut that a little too tight, there is a curb down there that will completely annihilate the left front suspension off of any car. As lights have gone out on the pace car, everybody getting a little antsy here. Ford heavy field here tonight. As a matter of fact, 1 Toyota and 4 Chevys in our 13 car field. So we're looking at 8 blue ovals here tonight as the field works its way into the 3-4 complex. The only thing that's left for me to say is it's time to wipe the visor and adjust the 5-point harness. Grandma, grab the old Smoky because it's time to get it on in Wilkes County, North Carolina. Race fans, it's show time! Woods and Anderson still door to door. Everybody running side by side, showing a little bit of respect here in the early going. Love to see it. As still 2x2 is Woods going to throw the slider on Anderson coming off of 4. McDonald and Howell still door to door now. Is now McDonald looking for second as he's alongside of Anderson. Anderson on the low side, McDonald on the top shelf. Woods Jr. running that second lane as well. Doing him pretty decent so far. Checking back in. We were almost 3 wide for a second there. As, please don't be, okay, thank you. Sorry, I was just looking at the 64 of Greg Wood Sr. Thank you for having that on Chevy, sir. He and Caleb Collins just slugging it out right now as McDonald for the lead coming off of 4. Wood going to hold him off on the top shelf. High side already starting to pay a little bit of dividends as McDonald runs Wood up the track. Oy, this could get dicey. Contact, and they're both around. Let's watch that one again from the eye in the sky. You see them leaning on each other coming through two. Is Wood going to bomb it in there and then didn't want to get boxed in like that as he and McDonald unfortunately made contact. It's one of them racing deals. As we go back to live action, it looks like McDonald's going to bring it into the pits, make sure that car is in ship shape. As soon as I figure out who's actually leading this piece, I'll let you know. Josh Anderson. As everybody forming back up here. No idea why timing and scoring is going as haywire as it is right now. Probably because the pace speed is so down there, shall we say. So Anderson, Howell, Jones, Metler, Rincon, Modespa, Woods, Zach Woods, Greg Woods Sr., Caleb Collins, and Richard Gonzalez rounding out your top 10. Dylan McDonald and Greg Wood Jr. have both fallen to the tail end of the field. Oh, and that would be why timing and scoring is going apeshit. Caution laps are apparently not counting. As the lights do go out on that Ford Mustang pace car. The biggest mover right now is that Cheetos ride of Matt Metler, our in-race reporter, or a Rincon up 6 as well, in 6th, after not laying a time in qualifying. Pace car picks up some pace, peels on off there. It goes. And here we go. Anderson jumps on the loud pedal, and we are back underway. Howell getting a great fire on that top shelf. Oh, baby, hang on to her. Modespa looking a little bit racy on the low side as he's door-to-door with James Jones right now. Jones trying to reel him in on the top shelf. We got a battle for the lead still between Anderson and Howell. And something just happened with Greg Wood Sr. What happened there? Keep your eye on the 64, the Goodwrench car on the low side of your screen. Gets into a little 3-wide situation, a little bit of net code, and around both cars go. All right, then. Just that simple. And with that, we're going to step away, pay a couple bills, and we'll be back right after this. And we are back at North Wilkesboro. The lights have gone out on the pace car. My timing and scoring starting to reset and get where it needs to be. Anderson and Howell still up there on the front row. Mettler and Jones, row 2. As the pace car makes that hard left turn to go down pit road, here we go. Anderson jumps on the loud pedal. Howell, though, stays with him. As we're watching this battle for the lead, that top shelf seems to be paying dividends early going here. Mettler moves up to the second lane for third. And don't look now, but Dylan McDonald is back on pace. Starting to pick his way back through here, but how about Rincon in that Bush number 28? Currently sits +8, your biggest mover in the positive direction. Right behind your second biggest mover in the positive direction, that's Matt Mettler in the Cheetos, number 93. As McDonald works the inside of Jones now. McDonald back into the top 5. That's not what anybody wanted to see other than maybe his teammates. Blake Howell has started to walk away from Josh Anderson. As Rincon looking to the top side on Mettler. Oh, this has bad intentions written all over it. Rincon now having to defend against McDonald. Mettler goes to the low side. That jammed McDonald up a little bit as Rincon smacks the wall coming off a 2. Opens the door a little bit as McDonald now gets by him. A little toot from the chrome horn. McDonald now looking to the inside on Mettler. Cannot get the drive off of 4. Mettler able to defend on that second lane. It opens the door for McDonald to get up there. As Big Mo on the side of Dylan McDonald, he's able to use that second lane to his advantage. Pulls alongside, door to door with Mettler down the front straightaway, and McDonald, just like that, back into the top 3. And don't look now, but that is Greg Wood Jr., your pole sitter, working on Rincon now as Rincon's working on Mettler. Oh! What the heck happened there? That car just shot up the racetrack. Here comes Wood pulling alongside of him. Back end started to wash out, and we've seen it time and time again with this next-gen car. Anytime you try to turn it to the right, it's the fact that the front sway bar, it's a chain on one side instead of a solid link on both. And just like that, Rincon going to have to spend an extended amount of time on pit road trying to get that right front suspension arm fixed. Only 2 retirements to speak of for tonight. Greg Wood Sr. decided to call no mas after his little fracas that brought out the second caution. And Angel Santiago got called away for a family emergency. Hopefully everything's okay with the Santiago clan. Currently working lap 17 of 100 here tonight. Blake Howell, Josh Anderson, Dylan McDonald, Matt Metler, Greg Wood, James Jones, David Modespa, Zach Wood, Caleb Collins, Richard Gonzalez, and Jorge Rincon, rounding out your field of 11. As the lights are out on the pace car, Howell going to have the button. He's electing to take the outside lane this time to try to cut off Dylan McDonald, who is also on the high side. Metler up there as well. Jumps on the loud pedal, and Anderson not getting as good of a restart as Howell did. But Anderson and McDonald going after each other now. McDonald just bombs it to the inside, trying to throw that slider line in there. Wood right with him is almost contact on the front chute. Leaning on each other, coming through 1 and 2 for second place. That's Anderson on the top shelf, McDonald on the low side. McDonald with the nose out front. Here comes Anderson battling back on the top shelf. These guys have not given an inch yet, as now McDonald works the extreme low side, trying to get the run off. Give the run to Anderson, though. A little bit longer way around, but definitely a more consistent line to hit, as McDonald now just bombs it in there, almost gets the clear. Anderson battles back. McDonald's just going to have to run him up the track, I think, to get by him. And here comes Greg Wood Jr. So the 78 and the 38 back in business again, as throw a blanket over your top 4 right now, as they all run pretty much stem to stern. McDonald has gotten by Anderson, now sets his sights on Howell. Howell, though, stuck on that second lane, and McDonald just cannot get the run off the corner on the bottom shelf. Pinches him a little bit. Still drag race down the back straightaway. McDonald on the low side, Howell on the top shelf, leaning on each other. Howell trying to pinch McDonald down. McDonald just not having any of it. And here comes Greg Wood Jr. on Josh Anderson. Contact coming through 1 and 2, and around goes the 6. Seven slams the door on the 78, coming through 3 and 4. And Wood's going to get the run coming off of 4. And he tried to run the 7 up the track and just finally finishes him off. All right, then. Had a nice little run there as we're finally at the quarter mark. Oh, yeah, caution laps don't count. It's time for good news, bad news. Good news. If you're a Dylan McDonald and Greg Wood Jr. fan, they're back in 1 and 2. Bad news if you're the rest of the field. McDonald and Wood Jr. are back at the front of the field, so good luck, everybody else. Lights should be going out on the pace car next time by. And, it's a short track. I'm digging it. I'm digging the aggression. Just a tick over a half mile here in North Wilkesboro. So happy this track is getting some use again in the real world. Just so much history here. Oh, baby, here we go. McDonald has the button as he's lining up on that outside. And I believe the rule tonight is you can fire off as soon as the pace car clears the racing surface. So all bets are off as there goes the pace car and there goes McDonald. Catching everybody sleeping. Mettler working the high side with Caleb Collins to his inside. Easy there, Matthew. It's Blake Howell trying to claw his way back up through this field after taking 4 in fuel. 95 and the 7. Anderson trying to claw his way back up here towards the front after getting dumped to bring out the last caution. The 95 working the inside of, the 7. Jorge Rincon back into the mix as well. As these guys are just flat getting it done right now. Mettler and Howell now going after each other. Keep in mind, Howell does have the fresher tires of the two. Something just happened to David Modesbaugh. That car is tore up something fierce. What happened to Dave? As we stay green, either fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at that one. Beating and banging back there. Yep, that'll do it. A little too aggressive on the loud pedal coming off of 4, and around goes Modesbaugh. Collins and... Oh, what was that? Oh, that's what that was. That was Matt Mettler eating the wall coming off of 4 and everybody scattering to get around him. Okay. Let's take a look at what happened here. It's going to happen next time by going into one. Why? Blake Howell, David Modespaw, Greg Wood Jr., Josh Anderson, Jorge Rincon, James Jones, Caleb Collins, Richard Gonzalez, all catching a piece of that one. All right, then. Zach Woods are looking to take the outside lane on this restart. We are getting ready to restart on lap 30. Restart on 33. Pace car is in. And Howell sideways. Yep. Gonna be one of the nights, folks. And with that, we're gonna step away and pay a few bills. And we are back in North Wilkesboro. Modespaw still has the button. He's elected to take the low side this time. Zach Woods to his outside, looking to cut off Greg Wood Jr. It's Wood and McDonald back into the top 5. Anderson working the high side. 3 wide down the back chute. McDonald and Wood Jr. getting into each other. Oy vey. Here comes McDonald to the inside, looking on Josh Anderson. Greg Wood Jr. there as well. Zach Woods, your race leader, currently your biggest, but sideways off of 4, and we've got carnage. You ever have one of those lives? It's going to happen coming off of 4. Zach's going to get a little bit loose there. Chases it down the track, and just boom goes the dynamite, and everybody catches a piece. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, just having correspondences with Angel Santiago. Is Josh Anderson going to inherit the lead after staying out? A lot of cars having to go down pit road right there. Blake Howell winning the battle off pit road. Everybody else spending an extended amount of time and trying to get those cars fixed, or as fixed as iRacing will let them. You know, that's the good news about caution laps not counting. Is you can spend 2, 3, 4 minutes on pit road and not lose a lap. Although I think Josh Anderson may want to consider bringing that car down pit road because it looks like he's whacked a telephone pole. The lights go out on the pace car. Anderson electing to take the outside lane. Dylan McDonald says, yeah, I'll start inside row 1. Why not? Field working its way into the 3-4 complex. Anderson has the button. As soon as the pace car clears, Anderson locks, cocks, and fires, and McDonald right there with him. Modespaw doing the crossover on Howell for 3rd. Anderson into the wall coming off a 2. Keeps the momentum wound up. McDonald going to bomb it to the inside. Fresh tires against old tires. Give it to McDonald. It's now Mettler starts to chase down Blake Howell. Mettler currently your biggest mover at +4. Greg Wood Jr., though, right behind him. Looking to make that only +3, but everybody's starting to get a little strung out now as David Modespa having problems. He backslid for a little bit there. Now he's starting to claw his way back towards the front. It's McDonald, the first one tonight to go into the 18.5s. Anderson and McDonald up at the front of this piece, starting to put on a clinic. Sorry, that's Anderson and Howell battling it out for second. Richard Gonzalez and Caleb Collins starting to get after each other now. That's Gonzalez in the 23, Bass Pro Shops Tracker Glug. It's Collins and Woods now start to heat things up. Working lap 44 of 100 here tonight, almost to the halfway mark. Old school racing at its finest. Greg Wood Jr. testing the Ross Chastain line there going into 1. Mettler into the wall off the corner. Wood into the wall going into the corner. So everybody tiptoeing right around that very wounded number 1 at David Modespa. Yeah, he has smacked the wall again at some point. There is your race leader, Dylan McDonald. Matter of fact, let's go on board with Dylan, see what he's seeing. And that is what your race leader is experiencing, is we've got a battle starting to heat up for third now. Anderson has dropped to 4th. Wood Jr. taking the high line. Jeepers. Now Gonzalez and Jones and Collins starting to heat things up. This is your battle for 6th. Gonzalez taking an extreme low line, and I don't think that's going to be where he really wants to be. Looks like the 23 is just trying to stay down and out of the way right now, from the looks of it. Jones having a little bit of problems going into one. That's going to open the door for, sorry, that was Jones. Collins looking to the inside in the Whataburger number 72. These guys are picking him up, laying him down at a frenetic pace right now. As this is your battle for second. Blake Howell has it. Greg Wood Jr. wants it. Meanwhile, Dylan McDonald, your points leader, is another 3 seconds up the road from these guys. I believe the phrase is turn and burn. A little beating and banging for, and I knew that was going to happen. Wood squared the corner off, got the run. The 95 not happy with him and just dumps him. Good job. And we are back at North Wilkesboro for the Monsters of Speed Racing League NewGen Cup Series All-Star Dylan McDonald currently shows the way. And that didn't take long at all. Let's take a look at what happened to the Whataburger car. And that's what you refer to as stepping on one's own junk. So, yeah. I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a single moment of action here on Sim Racing Media, as we do have racing 7 days a week right now. And, it's racing season in the real world. It's racing season in iRacing. Enjoy it. Enjoy it like a fine wine. Currently 40 to go. Don't mind me, folks. This many cautions causes my blood sugar to drop. Caution are we on? 9. And for those of you keeping score at home, that means the pace car has led the most laps tonight. To the tune of 45. So, yeah, that's a thing. Keep this up, they're going to have to refuel that thing. As the lights go out on the pace car. McDonald electing to take the outside lane. So here we go. McDonald, Anderson, Jones, Gonzalez, Wood, and Woods, your top 5. Pace car is in. McDonald waits, clocks, Cox, pulls the trigger, and we are back underway. 40 to go. Gonzalez caught on the way high side, not able to get any traction up there. It's now Greg Wood Jr., your pole sitter, starting to claw his way back up through this one. Gonzalez into the wall. It's going to stack him up behind him. Still showing all 10 cars that are still running on the lead lap. Or Hayward and Cone deciding to park it early, as did Greg Wood Sr. Battle for the final step of the podium. That's James Jones and Greg Wood Jr. Collins and Howell starting to heat things up back here. 8th and 9th. Modest Paw there in striking distance as well. As a matter of fact, that is Zach Wood and Matt Mettler starting to heat things up for 6th. Three wide. That's never a good idea at North Wilkesboro. It's a bad idea anywhere in the iRacing server. You can sometimes get away with it at Talladega, but never a good idea just about anywhere else. Beating and banging, coming through 3. Mettler chases it down the track. It opens the door for Collins to get to his door going into 1. We're watching this battle for 6th through 10th right now. Ouch. Zach Woods eating the wall, coming off a 2. That opens the door now for Blake Howell. Howell now up to 6. Collins to 7th. Modespa up to 8. Zach Wood, Matt Mettler being the caboose in this little freight train. And Josh Anderson has gotten by Dylan McDonald. Because of 30-lap newer tires. Fast approaching 25 to go in this one. Two seconds to the good over that man. As Josh Anderson, your race leader. Dylan McDonald sits in 2nd. James Jones right there with him, about half a second back. Greg Wood Jr., a lot of right side damage on that car. We go back to this battle for 7th. Between Modespa, Collins, and Wood. Battle per second starting to heat up now. I dare say Dylan McDonald got all he could out of that set of Goodyear Eagles. Now Jones able to just walk by him on. He's got worn out tires, folks. 70 laps on those things. Modespa heating it up with Howell now. This is your battle for 6th. Collins right there within striking distance as well, as we are going to be 20 to go next time by. Josh Anderson, your race leader by 3.5 seconds. Good grief. McDonald not giving up for that battle for second, though. He's staying with Jones now. Jones McDonald door to door, 18 to go. McDonald may have found some life in those tires yet, as he's starting to come back. Jones and McDonald just doing battle right now. This is what we were hoping to see just about all race long. A few more cautions than I would have liked to have seen. But hey, it's the All-Star race. It's for fun. No points on the line. $14 to go. Josh Anderson, 4.5 seconds up the road. And that is Matt Mettler in 10th place, right in front of him. Like McDonald has gotten that one sorted out. Gonzalez and Wood Jr. now starting to go after each other. As Gonzalez, unreal. Well, it just got interesting for fourth. There's Greg Wood Jr. starting to have connection issues. Blake Howell right on his back bumper, and then you've got the Toyota of Richard Gonzalez on the high side. Caleb Collins in the Whataburger 72 on the low shelf. Leaning on each other, a little bit of a hip check. Wood gets sent down the track. Howell up to fourth. Collins now slugging it out there. David Modespod there as well. Wood continuing to have the blinkies. And we've got a yellow flag. Why? Okay. So we're going to restart with 10 to go. Blake Howell, Greg Wood Jr. both electing to stay out. Everybody else came down to get their final set of Mr. Feelgoods. Well then, Howell gonna have the button starting on the outside lane. Everybody going through the choose cone. And it looks like Matt Metler has decided to put it on the hauler. Do we have my in-race reporter still with us? Green flag comes out. Howell pulls the trigger, and Wood Jr. did not get the start he was hoping for. As here comes Anderson. Oh, Wood's around.
Yeah, I still got you.
Are you still in the session?
Negative.
All right, fair enough. As Wood spun the tires on the old shoes, and then a little bit of nerf tappage, and boom goes the dynamite. And that car isn't turning. Tow it, Junior. I don't know what he's doing. Is there, Matt, if you're still here, is there an admin in the session?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Butterknife's taking care of the RC and administrative duties.
Well, there's somebody needs to. What are you doing? There's somebody that needs to get parked.
Well, it should be coming soon. Apparently, if you finish last in the stage, you get eliminated. I was not aware of that, so I was trying to keep a set of tires in the bank, and that's why you seen me disappear. I didn't leave the session. I got disqualified for coming in last in that session.
Okay, then. Sorry about that, Matt. But
Hey, it's okay.
yeah, we're watching Greg Wood Jr. have a hissy fit.
You know, it's racing. Some days it's your day, other days it's not. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, but I don't see how we can go back to racing with him having a still wounded car. Doing, pardon my phraseology on this one, folks, but dumb shit, and jeopardizing the race of just about everyone else.
Sounds to me like someone has a candle burning at both ends. As you're right, Tony, that car is destroyed.
Oh yeah, and then he decided to Ross Chastain for a couple laps until the crossover gate spit him into the infield. As we go back to green with 9 to go now, Blake Howell, Josh Anderson, Zach Woods, your top 3 as we currently sit. And Anderson sideways off of 4. That's going to open the door for Woods on the outside. Anderson gets turned. And we are back under caution. Caution 12. All right, then. Unreal. As we are back under caution, Blake Howell, Zach Woods, Dylan McDonald, James Jones, David Modespaw, Caleb Collins, Josh Anderson, and Richard Gonzalez still running. All right, then. So we are going to restart on 6 to go. And the question is this race going to time out before we get to laps? Place your bets. So Howell electing to take the extreme low lane. It's going to put Zach Woods to his outside. And this could get very interesting by the time they get to turn 1. Pace car picks up a little bit of speed, makes the left turn now. It is clear. Howell jumps on the loud pedal, and we are back underway as McDonald beating and banging on Zach Woods. Woods is sideways going into 1, and he gets finished off there. Of course he does. Why? If there is live race control, they should be sending this to single file. Because we haven't even had a lap in the past 3 restarts. David Mayo, you're absolutely correct. Zach can't buy a break tonight. And you're right. We have seen way more ARCA breaks than I am comfortable having tonight. So, I want to thank everybody for joining us in the live chat. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a single moment of action here on Sim Racing Media. And if you haven't done so already, hit the like button. You know, I try to come up with the entertaining things to say. Yeah, David Mayo, yeah, I know, I'm right there with you. I don't understand why this is so difficult. As we are going to go double file yet again. Place your bets. What corner is the caution going to come out in? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Because I promise you we're not going to get a lap in. Howell going to have the button one more time, starting from the low side, protecting that inside lane. Pace car is in. Howell waits, pulls the trigger, and we are back underway. McDonald's going to get the run on the high side. Howell's going to have to go up and block him. And just like that, McDonald cuts under, leaning on each other, going into 3. And are we going to get the lap in? Are we? Yes, we get the lap in. Hey, how about that? And we're not going to get the next lap in. Five to go. Be 4 to go at the stripe. Here comes Anderson back on Howell. McDonald, meanwhile, is the 7 sideways. And, yep, knew it was too good to be true. Things were going too smoothly. Yep. Yep. If you can guess the words and phrases that are going through my mind right now that I really want to say on air but can't, just give me a hashtag We Know Tony in the live chat. Matt Metler, I can pretty much guarantee, knows exactly what words and phrases are going through my mind right now. Dave, that's a little harsh. There's no points on the line tonight, and I get it. It's a fun race. Everybody wants to say, "Hey, I won the first Monsters of Speed Racing League race at North Wilkesboro." I get that, but hey. How's that old phrase go? Hey man, can't we all just hit a bong or something like that? I don't know. Four to go. It means we're going to restart with 3 to go. And then we have overtime available. As As if we haven't gone overtime already. Caution is this. 14th caution. That means that the pace car has officially led the most laps tonight. And it is now a 6-car shootout. Apparently we lost a car every 10 laps. Of course he does. 72 spins his tires. That jams up Woods. Here comes Gonzalez around the outside. 3 to go. McDonald with the lead. The battle is for the final step of the podium as Richard Gonzalez making it happen on the top shelf. Contact. Don't do it. Don't you dare do it. And we are officially racing back to checkers. 3 wide. Woods gets sent. As the 7 does his best imitation of Ross Chastain. That can't possibly be legal. The 60 does the same thing. Disqualifying both of them. As Dylan McDonald comes home with the victory. As we reach out now to our race winner, Dylan McDonald, congratulations on winning here tonight at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, it was fun, but wrong call on that Chastain move. Just not a good look at all whatsoever. So had to make sure I blocked that run because that was just idiotic in my opinion. So I knew it was coming. They were talking about it in the chat. So figured I had to block it to get that win.
It's against iRacing rules to begin with. It always has been and always will be. So
yeah. I mean, to each their own. Yeah, we were having fun doing it in practice, but to do it during the race, just uncalled for, in my opinion. But to each their own, like I said. So get the win. So
and that's the thing, Dylan. You raced hard all night, but you raced respectfully.
I didn't need the wall to get around people.
Exactly. You weren't afraid to give him the old chrome horn, which I can understand that it's an all-star race. Do what you got to do, but you didn't blatantly cheat. There was nothing underhanded about anything you did all night. So respectful win. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'm pretty sure you're pretty tired from this race as well. I figured out that caution laps didn't count tonight, so
yeah, I found that out on lap 6.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a long night, and I just kept my head down. I mean, yeah, it wasn't for points or anything like that, but a win's a win, in my opinion.
A win's a win, and you can say that you won the first Monsters of Speed Racing League race here at North Wilkesboro.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I love Wilkesboro. Been running it all week in the trucks. Already had a little bit of insight on how the track was supposed to be run. Obviously, it's the next gen, so it's going to be a little bit different, but had to do what I had to do to get back up there to the front, and glad I saved that last tire set for the last 10 laps.
Good call on that one. Now go get yourself a bottle of Old Smoky Moonshine and enjoy the night.
All right, thanks, buddy.
So that was our race winner. As bear with me, folks. Just seeing if we have anybody else here. Nope, we don't. So we are going to get right to our finishing order here tonight. Dylan McDonald coming home with the victory. Blake Howell finishing in second place, blocking off that Chastain move that is completely illegal in iRacing, but somehow everybody decided to try it. Josh Anderson now these are unofficial results, being scored in third. Zach Woods, Caleb Collins, Richard Gonzalez, James Jones, David Montespa, Greg Wood Jr., and Jorge Rincon. Running out your top 10. I'm not sure what's going on with Matt Mettler. He should be in 11th. No, he should be in 10th. So we'll get this sorted out for next week, I promise, folks. Be sure to join Matt and I in the booth Sunday for, we're going to be back here at North Wilkesboro for the SNN Cup Series, the Sunday Night NASCAR Cup Series, as they go to their All-Star race. Now, we will have 2 different races that same night. We're going to have their Open. The winner of the Open gets to go to the All-Star. So you've been watching the Monsters of Speed Racing League NewGen Cup Series. Serge Basso in the booth, reminding you, ladies and gentlemen, that as you walk down the road of life this week until we meet again, do me a huge favor. Don't play in traffic. Good night, everybody.